So thankfully, there are people who have decided that divorce causes unnecessary instability and marriage gives the much needed security and stability that people are looking for in such chaotic times. It apparently is making a comeback. Brad Wilcox, we've had him on this show before. He's a sociology professor at the University of Virginia. He wrote an article in The Atlantic on July 29th about the perspective that people like Andrew Tate has. There's no benefit to men for marriage, and that men should be single. They should have lots of baby mamas, lots of kids, so that, they can conquer. Basically, Andrew Tate's idea of being a man is having no self-control. And actually, part of being a strong man is being able to rein in your most base desires. Otherwise, you're just an animal. You are not ruling your desires. They are ruling you. And that is maybe the least masculine and least impressive characteristic that you can have. Lack of self-control is just, the biggest ick in the world. But this article refutes what he is saying about a lack of need for marriage and rebuts the hostility that he articulates about marriage by showing that men actually are benefiting a lot from marriage, and that is showing up in fewer divorce rates. So we see in 1960, divorce rate was 9.2, went up. As we already said, 1979, 22.6. 2010, it was at 18.8, and now it is down to 14. That is pretty awesome. Now, some people might say this is, fewer people are getting a divorce. Fewer people are getting married. And some people might say, well, it's because people are waiting longer to get married, and so they really know who they want to marry. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't argue that. I would say maybe people are seeing the chaos and the problems that divorce causes. Also, there is, for the first time in years, a rise in religiosity and Christian conversion, which is exciting. We also see that kids growing up in married two-parent homes, that number is going up slightly. And so that's a good thing. Gosh, that's a very depressing graph, though. 85% grew up in married two-family homes in 1970, and it has just been a steep drop off, 64% in 2014, and now it's up slightly to 66%. So let's keep going in that direction. According to the 2024 General Social Survey, married men and women aged 25 to 55 are over twice as likely to report being very happy with their lives compared to their unmarried peers. Marriage changes men, this article says, but not in the nefarious ways Andrew Tate might think. Men work harder, find more success in work after they get married. They drink less. Marriage can channel noble characteristics and behaviors that have classically been identified as masculinity, protection, provision, ambition, and stoicism. And of course, it is a protection for children. It's a protection for women, just physical protection as well, and as well as provision. So marriage is good. It is practically good. It is spiritually good. It is eternally good. There is not a reason to dissolve your marriage just because you feel like it. Very, very, very rarely is there a justification for divorce. This should be talked about more from the pulpit. This should be talked about more among our friends. This should be talked about more in society, the practical benefits of marriage, but also the beauty of the unity between one man and one woman and the unique ability this relationship has to produce future generations.